Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you for joining. So I discovered Microsoft Bookings. How did I discover this? I was looking at online calendar appointments, wasn't sure why. I mean, I use You Can Book Me, and I'm thinking to myself, Microsoft must have this, and sure enough, Microsoft has Bookings. Web-based bookings calendar that integrates with Outlook and optimizes your staff's calendar, which I'll talk to in a minute, and gives your customers flexibility to book a time that works best for them. Automated notification emails, reduce no-shows, organizations save time with a reduction in repetitive scheduling tasks. Bookings helps you easily conduct virtual appointments via Skype or even Microsoft Teams, which I'll talk about a little later. Helps you manage day-to-day scheduling. Ultimately, what this is, it's a way for people to book time with you on your calendar easier and from people outside of your network. Meaning that just like if you were to book a hair salon, you can just go to a calendar, see what spots are open, take what you want, and go from there. And again, I was really shocked that Microsoft didn't have this, and then boom, now they do, Bookings. So this is the stage where I asked for a volunteer to go for setting up their own Bookings calendar. Anyone on the call want to share their screen and have at her? Nobody? I'm not going to call anyone out, even though I know all of you.
No takers?
How hard is it?
It's super easy. It's
All right.
super easy.
So I'm just opening Outlook here.
Yep, and sharing your screen.
Okay.
No, you're not opening Outlook. I'm going to send you a link.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to drop this link. Oh, I can't drop it in the chat. I did not plan for that. One moment. Sorry.
You're good.
It's just outlook.office.com bookings.
It is in the meeting invite as well.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you rock.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and share your screen?
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
Sure. And for those of you on the call, you can do this at the same time. I recommend it. Why not? This is time to ask questions. So go ahead and access outlook.office.com/bookings, and we can all do this together.
I see the MS Bookings PDF, the MS Bookings Google Drive. I don't see the link,
Yeah.
so I'll just type it in. What is it called again?
Outlook.office.com.
.com. Okay.
/bookings.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay, that is awesome. So from there, did you already select new calendar? I guess you did, which is fine. Oh yeah, create new calendar. Okay, from this page, step ahead. Hold on a second. That looks a little different what I have. Create new calendar. Okay, create from scratch, and then, okay, so you want to create a new bookings calendar and just give it a name. No. You want this because this is yours. You want to give it your own name, so you could actually put your name, or I called mine Entity Data Calendar. It does not matter, but yeah, that'll do. And then I selected Other here, just because we don't really have, we're not really doing support. We're consultant, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Okay. Next page. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and here's where I love it. So typically this calendar is used And the best example I give is a hair salon where you might have a number of staff and you're the manager and you have all of these staff members, and the client can then go and access the calendar and select which staff member they want and which service they want. We'll talk about service a little bit later. And in this case, do not select any other staff members. And when you send this link out, anyone receiving this will only be able to select a meeting with you. I'm highlighting this because going forward, you could be on, say Veronica's team. Veronica could go and create a calendar and have all of her team members on there. And then if she wanted to have a meeting and wanted to see if all of our calendars are free, she'd have a quick way to access all of our calendars and then put something into all of our calendars really quickly. But for this example, just use OK, just yourself is OK. So go ahead and hit next. And again, here's the same thing. We're not going to be setting up a service because we don't really have a service. So, but if you were to add a service, and this pops up several times during the presentation, you can add a service name like haircut, how long, 30 minutes, the days that the service is available. Maybe you're not open weekends, and the times that it's available. Maybe you're open 9 to 5. And something else you could do is you can also add, actually go ahead and hit change. Make this a Teams meeting. So I would leave this on so when you do schedule a meeting or they schedule a meeting with you, it becomes a Teams meeting automatically. So just go ahead and select update service, please. If I'm going too fast for anybody on the phone, let me know. And then next. Okay, so for this one, I selected anyone, and that's for me. You could select only NTT Data. When I gave the example of Veronica setting up one for a team, she would select people in my organization. And I selected anyone because I want to make this available to my client. So if they want to set up a meeting with me and it doesn't interfere with anything that's in my NTT Data calendar, they would use this link. And so I selected anyone. And go ahead and create calendar.
So how new is this software here?
First, I've seen it. I mean, I guess it could be around a month now, but I was using the Office 365, the web-based version of Office, not the application version. And when I was setting it up, there is a new area. Oh, I guess try again. There is a new area to set up booking. So I'm thinking it's really new. And there we go. So now copy that link and save that somewhere. And we'll get to that just a little later. So yeah, go ahead and get started. And so now I can go back to the presentation, or if you just want to continue being a volunteer, I can just use your screen instead. What I'm going to do in this next section is just navigate all of these areas.
Yeah, I can continue. Sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so first thing is up at the top there, select calendar. Right at the very top, new booking. So we're at the big blue button that says, yeah, select that. So this is really cool. If you do own, and I keep going back to a salon, and you might have some people that maybe they're a little older, maybe they don't have access to the internet, maybe they've called you on the telephone for whatever reason, you can go and create a meeting for them. So you would just go in here, select the time, the day, the time, and add the customer name, email address, and phone number, et cetera, and then there's only one staff member, so of course it's you, but you could go and select whatever the list of staff members you'd have here, and then just create a booking for them. And again, I think it's a really handy feature because I don't believe we're going to get away from people phoning in and wanting to make a reservation or an appointment anytime soon. So you've just now created an appointment for yourself with yourself. And that's it. Okay. Now let's go back to the top left, hit discard, select calendar again on the far left. And why am I not seeing it? on my, oh, sorry, no, that's me. All the way to the right at the top, right, add time off, and kind of in the middle there. So if you were going to be out of the office for some while, or some of your staff member going to be on, this is how you go and add time off details. And again, most of these, a lot of these features, a lot of this functionality already exists in Microsoft Outlook, so you wouldn't go here to do it. But you can see here, if you were the manager and you had a staff, you could go in here and add time off. Okay, let's discard that. And the next one is day by staff. Again, this is not something we would use. It's if you had staff, you could go in here and yeah, again, I didn't really go into this a lot just because it doesn't go with us. So on the left, on the sidebar on the left, would you select booking page, please? Thank you. So here, I do go into this quite a bit of detail in on the documentation you have there. So you can configure the booking page, and that is configure, yeah, the very top one, right? And you can select the same thing we had here. Who is it? Yeah, you can select only people in your organization are available to anyone. That's just, there's so many areas where you can repeat the same thing. Okay. The next one, select how to share. Configure booking page. Oh, sorry. Go back to the available to anyone. Yeah, and go down. Select that one. Oh no, sorry, not underneath it. Sorry, no, me bad. Your booking page has a link. Select the copy.
This one?
Yeah, no, just next to it is the icon right there. Yeah, you've already copied it.
Yeah.
And so for me, what I did is I added it to signature. So if you want to open up your email and go to the top left and select file, go all the way down to the bottom and select options, select mail. Yep, and then signature.
Signatures.
Yep, and then if you go to all the way to the right, you've got the picture of the globe on the right in the middle, the globe and the link. A little bit down where it says business card.
Oh, here.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I skipped a part. After you go down into the body, and after your email, after your phone number, hit enter, and just type something. I did schedule me. No, not yet. I just typed schedule me here. That's what I had, or you come up here. Yeah. Now highlight that, and then now go click on the globe. And now paste in the link and the address. So now in your, okay. And so now in your signature, people, and then for me, I also highlighted again. I changed the color to red just because I wanted it to stand out. No, not there. Go where it says automatic. Yeah. So I just wanted it to stand out. That was me. So that is really a quick and dirty way of how to add it to your signature. I hope everybody in the call was able to follow that. If not, just give me a quick note. We can go over this again. The details are in all of the notes I gave you. If you hit OK, now when you send out an email to anyone, especially those outside of NTT Data, they will have access to schedule you. So that's where, if you want to go back to your bookings, we can continue. Any questions about that? Okay, great. Now on the right here in the middle where it says business page access control, I did not do anything here. If you want to just click on it, I didn't do anything here. And then same with the customer data usage consent. I didn't do anything here. I think that's a personal decision you can do on your own. Now with the default scheduling policy, we've seen this already. So you can change the amount of increments. I chose 30 minutes. So if you want to schedule me, you can do a minimum of 30 minutes. Now, minimum lead time, I selected 24 hours so that you can't schedule me the same day. If you want to schedule me, it has to be at least 24 hours out. And then maximum lead time, I said a month. So I changed that to 30 days. So if you're going to schedule me, you can't schedule me 2 months out. It can only be 1 month out. Again, all personal decisions, but just so you know of it. I did select under email notifications. I checked both the boxes, and staff control, I left that the way it is. And availability, book with staff for free. That seems obvious. And yeah, that's it. That's it about that area right there. Okay, so then the next section, I didn't do anything with customize my page. That's just not my skill set. I'm sure there's lots of people on the call that are way more artistically creative than I am. And then below that, the region and time settings, I just went in here to make sure it was correct. Oh, yours is not correct. Mine defaulted to Eastern. You should be all the way to the top.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm Central, so
Yeah, no, you passed it. I think Central's 4, isn't it?
Central Time US.
Okay, 6. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't have time slots. I thought that was too much.
I can do that later. There we go.
No, do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
Yeah, it's good now. I thought it went away.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then scroll down to the bottom. So careful with bookings. In some areas there's a save, and some there's not. Doesn't look like there's a save here. So let's go to the left-hand side, the sidebar underneath booking page, and select customers. So this again, oh no, go back. Maybe all the way to the top is saved. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Good, good, good. All right, customers. So this is where you can go and add customers. So for me, I could go in there and add my clients. And I didn't do a lot of that. I only added one person, but you can go in there and add a client. And this would be, again, this is for people. I do have a definition. Oh yeah, it's right here on the notes. My definition is customers are outside of the organization and staff are inside of the organization. So if you're going to add anybody, you don't have to, but you can add them here. Okay, let's go to the next one. And it just, yeah, you saw the sheet there already. Okay, go back and select customers again for me, please. There should, no, discard. Yeah, oh wait, no, sorry, hit no customer. There should be an area to import. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. That's peculiar, but Bookings has an option to import customers using a CSV file, which is really handy. Okay, all right, let's go back to the left and select staff for me, please. So here, there's four things at the top: overview, contact, calendar, and availability. Overview, I just went over here to make sure that everything was correct. You've gone through this area, if not in many cases twice already. And you can also add staff, but again, you know, we typically won't have to do that unless you're creating a team calendar. And then there are areas again where you can, if you go ahead at the top there underneath the picture of yourself, go ahead and select services for me, please. The toolbar, overview, contact, calendar. Yeah, thanks. You can, in my option, I had an option to add services. Again, I only have the one service, so I didn't do anything, but here you can add a service, location, duration, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So again, if you are the possibilities are here. And I've got friends who actually own barbershops. I'm gonna be sending them this information. Okay, all right, let's go to, I go into this quite a bit of detail on the presentation, but again, not really necessary for what we do, but I did provide all of this already. Oh, geez, I go into a lot of detail. Okay, on the, oh, sorry, I was underneath staff, there's services. That's where I was going. Yeah, you can go and add services here, but I didn't, not really pertinent to what we do. Okay, business information. Yep, basic details. I didn't change anything there under basic details. Just populated it, that's it. Nothing here I changed. Mine automatically popped up with an NTT Data logo. I'm not sure why yours didn't. Or did I add one? Maybe I added one. I can't remember now. That's odd. But I did, but mine does have an NTT Data logo. And straightforward. I think that's it. So thank you very much for that. Any questions before I jump back to the presentation? Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Noland. I am going to go back. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Okay. So yes, it is available for Office and 365. I was not able to download it on my phone. I think that's being blocked by IT right now. So I was able to, sorry, start over. I'm able to download it normally, but when I don't download it normally, the normal section of my phone doesn't have access to my work apps, and I wasn't able to download it with my work apps. So perhaps I'll create a ticket with, well, there's no really, I don't really need it on my phone, but maybe I'll create a ticket and see what happens there. Again, with Microsoft Teams, and I haven't checked today, lots of great functionality. I had to create a ticket with IT for that. When you go to Microsoft Teams, you have to create it. It'll ask you right away if you have to ask permission for that. But yes, you can integrate Teams with bookings. Oh, and I have a movie. Look at that.
Want to create a specific type of appointment for your bookings calendar in Microsoft Teams? In Bookings, go to More Options, the 3 dots, and then select Settings, Appointment Types. Select Add Appointment Type, and add a title and confirmation message with details, like any forms that need to be completed before the visit. You can also format text and add links. Toggle on Allow them to join from a mobile browser to let attendees join an appointment from there. You can also choose to send a text message to confirm and remind attendees about an appointment. Select Add an email reminder to send one to the staff and attendee. Choose a recipient and how far in advance you'd like to remind them of an appointment. Type a custom message if needed, and then select Done. When you're ready, select Save. Now, when you create a booking, you'll see your new appointment type there.
There is a fair amount of literature and YouTube videos out there. I selected this one because it was only a minute. And but when I went to this stage here, I said I had to ask permission. So hopefully that'll come through. The convenience I see here is being able to, because we spend so much of our life in Microsoft Teams, being able to schedule a meeting right from Teams and not have to go back and forth between Outlook. And I'm guessing when we do get it, yeah, like you said, this is where I requested it. And it'll look like. Okay. And I do have all my links and sources in the documentation. I briefly touched on this. Like I said, I wasn't able to. I was blocked. And oh, this is my favorite part. So again, think of a hair salon or a barber shop, even a pizzeria that has reservations that uses this tool for creating bookings, appointments, reservations, etc. You can download all this information. And what's great about that, and yes, I am a total geek, is once you have this downloaded, you can then aggregate that information, and then you can now make predictions. You can now say, hey, Bob, I see you come every Monday. You come every Monday for 2 weeks. You've missed a Monday. You can now then influence behavior to have people start coming regularly. You can download this information. You can quickly look to see what your slow days are, your slow hours day, close shop, or run a special on those days. Once you have all that information downloaded to an Excel spreadsheet, you can now start make visualizations, predictions, and then ultimately influence behavior. That's my favorite. It's a CRM at that point. Okay, so this is just a quick slide. I use You Can Book Me. Well, I've been using it in years, but it was mind-boggling how far the competitors have come along. If anything, I feel like Bookings is last to this party. Okay. All right, I have a whole bunch of questions. I have no idea what the legacy bookings look like because I just automatically clicked new bookings when I started using this. Again, all of these questions are in the presentation and in the documentation. I don't know why, I don't know what Microsoft payment system is or why they retired it. I guess some of the others have taken over. Yes, you can create several calendars. That's a big one. So you can have one just for yourself. And if you have a team, you can create one for the team. And I don't know how to delete one. When I was testing this out, I created one with myself, Hank, and Veronica. I've not gone through the process of deleting it. I thought it'd be easier than this, but I do have the documentation there. And yeah, we answered H already. You can hook up Teams to this. And the scheduling policy, we talked about this. And time zones, we talked about this. This was disabled. We don't have classes, so there's that. But again, you can create a team calendar. And of course, they have to have the privacy. Where's the data stored? But I think we're beyond that since we're all in the cloud now. Oh, there's one thing I didn't show, so I'll have to go to my own. I thought I did that. I apologize. Let me go back. I must have skipped that. And this one's really cool. So when you're creating your form for others, and I know I did a snapshot of this because I thought this was awesome. When you're creating the form, here it is. So when you have a new customer, no, that's not it. I might have to go to my page to show you this. And I don't have that up. So when you pull up the form and they go to create a booking, they have to add their name, of course. They have to add their email. Phone number is optional, but I made that required. I was able to add some other fields and make them required. So again, someone's booking a meeting with you. I've added 2 fields to the form. I've added agenda and made that required, and I've made objectives and I've made that required. So anyone who's using bookings to schedule a meeting with me has to add agenda and objectives. And I apologize that I thought for certain I had this here, custom fields. Yeah, here it is. So it's under services. I only have the one service. And here I add, I removed customer address, I removed customer notes, and I added custom field agenda and objectives. And that's slide 39. Again, anybody going through this on the call, if you don't have enough information, reach out to me. As you can see, it's hidden. Like you've got to go to a few different areas to, once I did it, I couldn't go back there. So I had to search and search and search. But it is there under services, and then number 2, edit service, and then under custom fields, it is there to add new fields. I think that's just about it. Let me just go back to the that's it. Questions? There's something in the chat. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. No one wants to be
nice. To be kind of snazzy, I guess. I created a group with Nolan and Derek, so please ignore that meeting request I sent you.
Nice. All right, if there are no questions, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording, and maybe a few people on the call will send me their link and I'll create a booking with you. You can delete it later. All right.
All right, thank you